Have you ever opened your banking app and just stared at the balance, wondering, how is it already gone? It wasn't a vacation. It wasn't a shopping spree. You didn't buy anything crazy. And yet, your money disappeared. The truth? Most people don't go broke all at once. They go broke little by little. $10 here, $40 there. Until one day, there's nothing left. It's not one big mistake that ruins your finances. It's 100 tiny ones, repeated every single day. These are the silent money traps. Habits so normal, they go unnoticed. So common, you don't even question them. But they're draining your future, stealing your freedom, and keeping you stuck. Stuck in survival mode. Stuck living paycheck to paycheck. Stuck watching your dreams get further away. But here's the good news. Once you see the traps, you can escape them. So let's break them down, one by one, so you can stop surviving and finally start thriving. Trap number 1, overpriced tech upgrades. You see that brand new phone that just dropped? The one with the flashy ads, the upgraded camera, the sleek design. Yeah, that one. It costs more than your rent. And let's be real, you don't actually need it. Your current phone? It still works. It calls, it texts, it takes pictures, it loads Instagram just fine. But every year, they make you feel like it's not enough. They drop a new model and suddenly, your phone feels old. Not because it's broken, but because the ads tell you, if you don't have the latest, you're behind. So what do? We drop $1,000 or more just to upgrade. Not because we need to, but because we want that new phone feeling. And yeah, it feels good for a moment. You unbox it. You show it off. You take a few selfies. But then what? The excitement fades. The phone feels normal. And your bank account? A little emptier. That's the trap. It's not just about buying a phone. It's about chasing a feeling that doesn't last. And companies know this. They don't just sell products anymore. They sell status. They sell the feeling of being up to date, of being successful, modern, desirable. But here's the thing. True wealth? It doesn't come from looking rich. It comes from making smart choices, even if that means using the same phone for another year. So the next time you feel that urge to upgrade, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or do I just want to feel like I'm keeping up? Because most of the time, you're already enough. And so is your phone. Trap number 2, credit card interest. Credit cards promise freedom. Buy now, pay later. No hassle, no waiting. It sounds like a dream. But for millions of people, that freedom turns into a trap. You swipe the card. You tell yourself, I'll pay it off later. Then later comes, and all you can afford is the minimum payment. You think you're doing okay, but behind the scenes, interest is stacking up, quietly, relentlessly. And after months, or even years, you realize something painful. You've paid hundreds, maybe thousands, just in interest. And the original balance? It's barely moved. That's the game. It's not just about owing money. It's about the opportunity cost. Because while you're stuck paying off yesterday's purchases, you're missing today's chances. To save, to invest, to grow, to finally build something for yourself. That's the real price of credit card debt. Not just dollars. Time, freedom, peace of mind. So if your credit card feels more like a chain than a tool, it's time to take a hard look and start taking back control. Trap number 3, designer clothes. You see them everywhere. The designer shoes, the luxury bags, the flashy watches. They look amazing. They scream success. But here's the truth. A $500 pair of shoes won't change how people treat you. Not the people who actually matter. It might get a double take, a compliment. But respect? That's not something you can buy. And while you're chasing that image, something else is happening behind the scenes. Your goals are waiting. Your savings account is still empty. Your dreams? They just got pushed back again. Because every dollar you spend trying to look rich is a dollar that could have helped you become rich. You're not just buying shoes. You're buying the delay, the trade-off, the slow down on your journey to freedom. And look, there's nothing wrong with wanting nice things. But if your closet looks rich and your future looks poor, something's off. So before you buy to impress, ask yourself, am I spending for validation or for value? Because one fades fast. The other? It builds the life you actually want. Trap number 4, and used subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, gym memberships. You signed up with good intentions, a little entertainment, a bit of self-care, maybe even a healthier lifestyle. And at the time, it made sense. But weeks go by, then months, and you barely notice them. Why? Because they're small. $9.99 here. $14.99 there. Little charges that slide under the radar. Until one day, you check your bank statement and realize you're spending hundreds every month on things you don't even use. It's the quiet kind of loss. No alarms, no warnings, just a slow leak in your wallet. These aren't expenses. They're distractions. Tiny financial ghosts draining your future without making a sound. And sure, each one on its own isn't a big deal. But added up, that's money you could have invested, saved, used to pay down debt, or started that side hustle you keep thinking about. So take a moment. Look at what's actually serving you and what's just taking up space. Because cutting off just a few of these quiet leaks could be the first step toward loud results. Trap number 5, trendy fitness equipment. You bought all the gear, the expensive bike, the workout bands, the smartwatch, because you told yourself, this time I'm going to change. And for a few days, you were pumped. You felt like a whole new person. But now, that stuff's just sitting there, in the corner, collecting dust. Why? Because buying the gear is easy. It feels like progress. It feels like motivation. But the real work? That comes after. The gear doesn't build the habit. You do. You thought the watch would make you consistent. You thought the new bike would make you committed. But tools don't change people. Habits do. And here's the hard truth. Sometimes we spend money to feel like we're making progress when we haven't even started. So ask yourself, did I buy this to improve my life? Or did I just buy it to feel like I'm doing something? Because you don't need fancy stuff to start. You just need to start. Trap number 6, expensive online courses. Buy this $2,000 course and change your life. Sounds like a shortcut, right? A fast track to success. You click, you pay, you feel excited, motivated. You tell yourself, this is it. This is the turning point. But then what happens? You stop halfway. Life gets busy. You forget. The videos are still there, but you've moved on. And that life-changing course, now it's just sitting in your inbox, like a gym membership you never use. Here's the truth. The problem isn't the course. It's not the teacher. It's not the content. It's the consistency. Because knowledge is everywhere. Books, podcasts, free YouTube videos. We're drowning in information. What we're really missing is application. Anyone can buy a course, but showing up every day, doing the hard, boring stuff, that's where the change happens. You can spend thousands on education, but if you never follow through, it's just expensive procrastination. So before you buy the next course, ask yourself, do I need more info or more action? Because at the end of the day, the real investment is your effort, not your credit card. Trap number 7, impulsive online shopping. One bad day, that's all it takes. You're tired, frustrated, maybe just feeling off. So you open your phone, scroll through some stuff, and then, click, boom. Now there's a package on the way. Just like that. It feels good for a second. That little hit of excitement. This'll make me feel better. And maybe it does, but only for a moment. Because here's the thing. We don't always shop because we need something. We shop to escape stress, boredom, loneliness, frustration. We tell ourselves it's just a little treat. I deserve this. And hey, you do deserve peace. You do deserve comfort. But is that box really giving it to you? Because those packages, they show up full of stuff. But they never fill the void. They can't fix what's really going on. They just add one more charge to your card, one more delay to your goals, one more reason you feel stuck. So next time you feel that itch to click, pause, breathe, ask yourself, what am I really trying to fix right now? Because sometimes the most valuable thing you can do is choose not to buy and choose to face what's real. Trap number 8, lottery tickets. The odds? 1 in 292 million. That's your chance of winning the lottery. For real, you're more likely to get struck by lightning twice while holding a winning ticket. But still, people line up, week after week, spending money they don't have, chasing a dream that's built on luck. One day, I'll hit it big. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. The real jackpot. It's not luck. It's not some magic number on a ticket. It's discipline, education, compound interest. It's showing up for years, doing the boring stuff, and letting time work in your favor. Because while everyone's busy hoping for that one lucky break, the wealthy, they're building it. Slowly, quietly, and consistently. No flashing lights. No overnight success. just a plan and patience. So ask yourself, are you gambling with your future, or are you investing in it? Because the lottery might give you millions overnight, but good habits? They'll build millions for life. Trap number 9, food delivery addiction. You're tired. It's been a long day. Work drained you. You open your phone, and just like that, you order in. Again and again, because it's easy. It feels like a small reward. One less thing to worry about. But here's what no one talks about. Convenience comes at a cost. Delivery fees, tips, service charges, menu prices that are double what they should be. It doesn't feel like much in the moment. $15 here, $25 there. But add it up, that convenience is draining your bank account. Quietly, daily. Now imagine this. You cook once. You eat twice. Leftovers. Meal prep. Simple stuff. But suddenly, you're saving hundreds a month. Thousands a year. Not just money, either. You're gaining control. Discipline. Peace of mind. Because cooking your own food, it's not just healthier for your body. It's healthier for your wallet and your future. Trap number 10, buying new cars. You drive it off the lot, and in seconds, it loses 10 to 20% of its value. That's not an opinion. That's just how cars work. The moment those tires hit the road, you're not driving an asset anymore. You're driving a loss. And for what? The smell of new? The shine? The flex? It feels good, sure, but that feeling fades way faster than the payments do. Meanwhile, a reliable used car gets you from A to B without wrecking your bank account. No massive loan, no crazy insurance, just freedom without the financial weight. Because here's the thing, wealthy people don't waste money trying to look rich. They protect their money so it can grow. They drive cars they can afford so they can live lives most people only dream about. So before you sign for that shiny new ride, ask yourself, do I want to impress people today or own my future tomorrow? Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and what you do with it. These traps, they're everywhere. Quiet, normal, hiding in your daily habits. But once you see them, you can escape them. You can live smarter, spend with intention, and start building the kind of wealth that actually lasts. So the next time you wonder, where did all my money go? You'll know. And better yet, you'll know how to stop it. If this hit home, hit that like button. Subscribe for more real talk on money, mindset, and building a life you actually love. Because you don't need luck. You need clarity. You need consistency. And it all starts right now.